Have you ever felt like you're walking on eggshells around someone, constantly questioning your own actions or feelings? Welcome to an introduction to a topic that is often overlooked and misunderstood: emotional abuse. Unlike its counterparts, physical or sexual abuse, emotional abuse leaves no visible scars or bruises, making it incredibly challenging to identify. Imagine a fog so thick you can't see past it, a maze with no clear exit, a riddle with no solution. That's what it feels like to be caught in the grip of emotional abuse. It's an invisible, insidious form of abuse that insinuates itself into the fabric of your existence, slowly eroding your self-esteem, self-worth, and confidence. The subtlety of emotional abuse is its most dangerous weapon. It's a slow, gradual process, often so imperceptible that you don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. It's a constant erosion of your identity, your self-worth, and your perception of reality. It's a systematic, deliberate attempt to control, belittle, and isolate. Unlike physical abuse, where the bruises and scars are evident, emotional abuse is shrouded in uncertainty. It's the constant questioning of your own perceptions, the self-doubt, the second-guessing. It's the feeling of being on a roller coaster, with highs that make you believe things are better, followed by crushing lows that leave you feeling confused and drained. Often, individuals experiencing emotional abuse find themselves questioning their own sanity. They wonder if they're exaggerating or overreacting, but let us assure you you're not. Emotional abuse is real and it's harmful. It's a form of violence that can have severe, lasting effects on your mental health and overall well-being. As we delve deeper into this subject, we want to emphasize the importance of recognizing emotional abuse. Because the first step towards breaking free from this silent destroyer is understanding its signs, its tactics, and its impact. Emotional abuse can be a silent destroyer, but understanding its signs is the first step to breaking free. And remember, you are not alone. There is help available, and there is hope for a better, brighter future. So, what exactly does emotional abuse look like? Well, it's a bit like being lost in a dense, foggy forest. You can't see the path clearly, and you might even question whether there actually is a path. Emotional abuse is characterized by a series of seemingly subtle actions that, over time, have a profound impact on your mental well-being. Let's start with one of the most common signs: controlling behavior. This isn't just about someone who wants to decide where you go for dinner, but rather it involves a person who wants to control every aspect of your life, from who you talk to, what you wear, how you spend your time, and even your thoughts and feelings. They may disguise this control as concern for your welfare, but in reality, it's a tool they use to keep you under their thumb. Next, we have gaslighting. This is a manipulative tactic where the abuser makes you question your own perceptions and sanity. They might deny that certain events ever occurred or dismiss your feelings as overreactions. The goal here is to make you doubt your own experiences and trust their version of reality instead. It's like trying to navigate that foggy forest with a map that keeps changing. Another sign of emotional abuse is irrational behavior from the abuser. They may explode in anger over minor issues or switch from being loving and affectionate to cold and distant without warning. This unpredictable behavior keeps you on edge, walking on eggshells, never knowing what will trigger the next outburst. In some cases, the abuser may even trap you in the relationship. This could be through financial control, threats, or by isolating you from friends and family. They create a world where they are your only support system, making it feel impossible to leave. Emotional abuse is a complex and insidious form of manipulation that can leave you feeling helpless and confused. But remember, confusion is the abuser's weapon, and clarity is your shield. By understanding these signs, controlling behavior, gaslighting, irrational behavior, and trapping tactics, you can begin to see through the fog. It's important to remember that emotional abuse is never your fault. You are not overreacting, and you are not alone. There are resources and support systems available to help you navigate this challenging journey. When you're trapped in emotional abuse, it's like being stuck in a maze of confusion. Recognizing these signs can help you find the exit. Why do people stay in emotionally abusive relationships? It's a question that echoes in the minds of many, but the answer is far from simple. Firstly, fear often plays a significant role. The abuser may have instilled a deep-seated fear in the victim, a fear of retaliation or the unknown. This fear can be paralyzing, keeping the victim tethered to the abuser. Then there's the insidious manipulation, a common tool in the emotional abuser's arsenal. The abuser may gaslight their victim, making them question their own thoughts, feelings, and even sanity. This can create a sense of dependence, where the victim feels they can't trust their own judgment and instead relies on the abuser. Another factor that contributes to this entrapment is the victim's diminished self-esteem. Emotional abuse often involves constant criticism and belittling, which can erode one's sense of self-worth over time. The victim may start to believe they are undeserving of better treatment, or that they are incapable of surviving without their abuser. And let's not forget about love. Many victims stay because they love their abuser. They hold on to the good times, the moments when their partner is kind and loving, hoping that this is the real person, and the abuse is just a temporary phase. Being trapped in an emotionally abusive relationship can also feel like being stuck in a maze with no clear exit. The abuser's irrational behavior and unpredictable mood swings can make the situation seem insurmountable. The victim might feel like they're constantly walking on eggshells, never knowing what might trigger the next outburst. Lastly, society can sometimes play a role in this entrapment. Victims may fear judgment or lack of understanding from others. They may worry about the stigma associated with being in an abusive relationship and choose to stay silent instead of seeking help. Understanding the trap of emotional abuse can help you, or someone you know, take the first steps towards freedom. It's crucial to recognize these factors, not as justifications for staying, but as barriers to overcome on the path to a healthier, happier life. So, how do you break free from the chains of emotional abuse? This question may seem like a mountain that's too steep to climb, but I assure you, it's a mountain that can indeed be conquered. It starts with self-discovery. Recognize that you are not the problem. The issue lies with the abuser, not with you. You are not responsible for their actions or their choices. You are worthy of respect, kindness, and love. You are not an object for manipulation, control, or ridicule. You are a human being with thoughts, feelings, and dreams. Next, seek professional help. Therapists and counselors are trained to help you navigate these murky waters. They can provide you with tools to understand your situation better, to cope with your feelings, and to build your self-esteem. They can help you to identify your strengths and to build upon them. They can guide you in setting healthy boundaries and in learning to assert your rights. Building a supportive network is also crucial. Surround yourself with people who understand what you're going through, who validate your feelings, and who encourage your growth. These could be friends, family, or support groups. They can provide you with the encouragement you need, the comfort you seek, and the strength you require to face each new day. Remember, the road to recovery is not a straight path. It's a journey filled with twists and turns, ups and downs. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and despair. But there will also be moments of hope, courage, and triumph. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Each day you choose to stand up for yourself, to speak your truth, and to claim your space, is a day you reclaim your power. Escaping emotional abuse is not about forgetting the past, but about learning from it. It's not about erasing the pain, but about transforming it into strength. It's not about ignoring the scars, but about wearing them as badges of survival. Escaping emotional abuse is a journey, not a destination. But each step you take is a step towards healing. Emotional abuse can be a long, painful journey, but there is always hope for a brighter future. It's important to remember that recognizing the signs is the first step on the path towards healing. Be it controlling behavior, gaslighting, or irrational actions, these are all alarm bells that should not be ignored. Often individuals remain in these toxic situations due to a myriad of reasons. They may feel trapped, manipulated, or even question their own perceptions. However, it's crucial to understand that these feelings are part of the abuser's tactics, not a reflection of your worth or abilities. The path to escape is not easy, but it is always possible. Reach out, seek help, and remember the power of self-discovery. With each step you take, you're paving the way towards a life free from emotional abuse. Remember, there is a purpose to your journey and a light in your heart. Trust in your strength and spread awareness about emotional abuse. You are not alone.